Hey fellow agents, are you still looking for the perfect build to play on legendary difficulty in the game? Then, you have come to the right place. Today, we are going to look at the most popular legendary builds for Year 6 Season 3 in Division 2. These rankings are based on my personal research and gameplay, and along with other players' input. Feel free to add your thoughts and suggestions down below. Check out my previous videos about other division guides. Make sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on. It's much appreciated, so without further ado, let's get going. In Division 2, there are multiple tiers of difficulty, with Legendary being the highest one. However, you can only embrace the Legendary difficulty within the Summit and the Strongholds in the game's current state. If most of the DPS builds can cover the Heroic difficulty with ease, you don't have too many options to choose from for the Legendary content. You must be extremely cautious. And if you are a solo player, you must use a cover-based playstyle. This is why the skill build is one of the best DPS builds for legendary missions in Division 2. You stay safe, in cover, and the skills do all the work for you. However, if you're not a big fan of skill builds and prefer pure firearms builds, you still have some viable options being the Negotiator's Dilemma build and the Striker build. So starting off with, at number 11, we have the Foam Status Effect Support build. For this build, the Scorpio Exotic and the Lefty Shotgun is used along with the Survivalist Specialization. Riot Foam Chem Launcher and Trap is used as the skills. For the Mask, Chest, Gloves, Holster, and Knee Pads, the Yellow Core Eclipse Protocol with Status Effects or Skill Haste is used. Yellow Core Electrique with Status Effects and Skill. Haste and Creeping Death Talent is for the backpack. Pro tip being that the another variant would include BTSU Data Gloves for overcharges. At number 10, it's the Rigger skill build. The Capacitor along with a rifle or SMG with in-sync talent is the weapon choice. Yellow Core Rigger with skill damage is used for the mask, backpack, chest, and knee pads. For gloves, it's the Wyvern, and for the holster, it's the Waveform Exotic. Technician Specialization is used along with Striker Drone and Assault Turret skills. Pro tips is, you aim for 4 times Rigger while using the set's chest and backpack for more efficient results. Moving on to number 9, it's the Infinite Seeker Mines skill build. Weapons are same as the last build along with Demolitionist Specialization and Cluster Seeker Mine and Stinger Hive skills. For mask, backpack, holster, and knee pads, it's Yellow Core Hardwired with skill damage. Yellow Core China Light with skill damage and skill. Haste and Glass Cannon talent is for the chest, and BTSU Data Gloves are used. At number 8, it's the Yellow Empress skill build. Weapons are also same as last one, and Technician Specialization is used along with Striker Drone and Assault Turret. Yellow Core Empress with skill. Damage and skill haste is for mask, chest, and knee pads, and Yellow Core Wyvern for backpack and gloves. Waveform Exotic Holster is also recommended. Pro tip is that you must aim for 3 times Empress plus 1 times Wyvern plus 1 times Hana U talents. Moving on to the next Empress build is the Hybrid Skill variant. Everything is as same as the last one except Red Core Brazos with skill damage and crit chance, or crit damage for knee pads and mask. Memento Exotic Backpack is a must. Aim for at least 50% crit chance. Then use crit damage rolls and mods to get more benefits from this build. Now we move to the 3 main Refactor variants of these builds. At first is the Refactor Ninja skill build. Capacitor along with rifle or SMG with in-sync talent and technician specialty is used with Striker Drone and Assault Turret. Yellow Core Refactor with skill damage for mask, chest, and holster, and Yellow Core Empress with skill damage and skill haste for gloves and knee pads. Ninja Backpack is the exotic item of this build. By using the Technician Specialization, we can use a Red Core for extra weapon damage while still having 6 times skill tiers. The second variant is the Tech Support skill build, in which everything is the same except for the backpack and chest, in which Yellow Core Hana Yu with skill damage and skill haste and Glass Cannon or Kinetic Momentum talent is used. Now the last variant is the Force Multiplier skill build, also same as the Tech Support build, but with main difference being the Yellow Core Force Multiplier with skill damage and skill haste, which is used for the backpack. Refactor builds are the lifeline and most favorite ones for all the skill builds. Now we move on to the two main Negotiator builds. The first variant being the Negotiator's Dilemma-focused build. Assault rifle with 8 times scope or higher, and fast hands, talent, and rifle with 8 times scope or higher are used as your main weapons along with gunner specialty and Crusader ballistic shield and reviver hive skills. Red core Negotiators with crit chance or crit damage is for mask, gloves, holster, and knee pads, but for chest it's the red core pristine example. Red core Cheska or Gruppo with crit chance and crit damage and composure or vigilance talent is for the backpack. Aim for 60% crit chance, then use crit damage rolls and mods to get the utmost gain out of this build. The next variant is the Negotiator's Pestilence build. For this build, the Pestilence is required as your primary and any other weapon of your choice is used as your secondary. Everything else is the same except for chest and backpack. It's Red Core Cheska or Gruppo with crit chance, and crit damage and obliterate talent or composure or vigilance talent. Pestilence build is most preferred by the solo players because it gives a slight edge over the other build. Now, the number one build for legendary content is the Legendary Striker build, which is basically the St. Elmo's Striker build. St. Elmo's engine and GR9 LMG with Frenzy or Fast Hands talent are used as your main weapons with Gunner Specialty and Crusader Ballistic Shield and Reviver Hive skills. Red Core Striker with Crit Chance or Crit Damage is used for the mask, gloves, holster, and knee pads. For chest, it's the Red Core Cheska, Gruppo, or Fenris, with crit chance and crit damage, and obliterate talent and memento exotic for the backpack. There you have, folks. These are the best legendary skill builds for PvE gameplay for Year 6 Season 3. I hope you guys got the information you came for, and please comment down below your thoughts, and feel free to add your inputs to it. Check out my previous videos about other division guides. Make sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on. It's much appreciated. Until next time, agents, take care and peace.